Welcome back to the KOAM Morning News, now 6:18 on this Thursday morning, and I wish I had good news for you, but I don't, at least not for today or tomorrow, and maybe not even Saturday initially, but we do have relief on the way. We have our alert days today and tomorrow with those temperatures low to mid 100s and heat index values up to 110, maybe even higher for some of us. We'll talk about that. We've got southeast Kansas heat advisory through 9 o'clock tonight. And then we've got Bourbon, Crawford, and Cherokee counties in southeast Kansas and all of southwest Missouri. These heat advisories continue until 7 tomorrow night. And then we've got now for all of our counties in northeast Oklahoma an excessive heat warning. And this runs until 9 tonight, and that is because they're anticipating heat index values of 110 to 115 degrees. That is how humid it is going to be. MoDOT camera, 20th in range line, looking good so far. Sun's starting to come up out there. We really don't want to see it right now, but that's what's coming up. Same from the KDOT camera at 69 and East 520th Avenue. And our camera at 7th and Range Line showing a few clouds out there. I don't know why that box disappeared, but that's all right. We'll work with it. 79 in Joplin right now. Feels like 82, so we have a heat index this early in the morning. We've had one since 5 this morning. If that's any indication as to what's going to come later today. We're at 77 Iola, 75 is the one of the cool spots there in Yates Center, as well as Sedan, 76 Chanute, 79 Chatopa, 78 Miami, Carthage, and 75 in Neosho. As we get our morning started, again, we'll have a few clouds out there, otherwise mostly clear skies, and we are heading for the low 90s by 11 this morning as a precursor to this unfortunate number. We're looking at highs right around 104 degrees. Some of us could be hotter than that. Those temperatures will rise quickly as we head through the afternoon. Will be partly cloudy. Could see a few extra clouds this evening, so partly to mostly cloudy for some of us across the area, but that still doesn't stop the heat. There is no relief through the evening. I mean, if you have evening activities, you need to be taking precautions even as late as 8, 9 o'clock tonight. By 10, we're down to 87, so still hot and still muggy, and that's the other issue is the humidity and the dew point out there are going to be high enough that we'll still have decent heat index values even at 10 tonight. We're going to drop down eventually to 80 degrees tonight under partly cloudy skies. So we want to just remind you of the seriousness of the heat situation and the importance that you take it seriously. We know that you take severe weather warnings very seriously whenever we have those come out, but you need to take these heat advisories and especially those excessive heat warnings just as seriously because the heat is just as dangerous, just as deadly as severe weather can be. You need to know the signs of heat exhaustion versus heat stroke. Make sure you're staying hydrated outside if you've got to be outdoors. Make sure you're taking frequent breaks and getting into a cool area wherever you can, staying in the shade as much as possible. I know for some of us, some of the trades we have, if you're working outdoors, it's not always possible, but I'm sure your supervisors out there will also be aware of this heat situation and be helping you to stay cool and stay safe because it can be deadly in a short time frame out there with this kind of heat. Now, as we head into our Friday, still hot. We're looking right around the 100 degrees and could push around the 100 again on Saturday, but here comes the saving grace. Thunderstorms in the evening Saturday. Now, we're looking down the road. There is the possibility of a few stronger storms Saturday evening, so we'll keep an eye on that for you as we get closer. So I know we don't need any more strong storms or any severe weather, but at least we're getting some rain, and it'll help cool us down. Not significantly, but a lot better than where we have been as we go back into the lower 90s as we head into next week. We'll start with some morning thunderstorms maybe on Sunday, lingering from the overnight storms on Saturday. We'll go low 90s and even into the upper 80s as we head into the next work week. And I know a lot of folks wondering about the 4th of July. We have this thunderstorm icon up here. We have for a few days. Right now, we're just looking at pop-up storms, and as you know, pop-up storms, they die out when we lose the heating of the day. They should be clearing up by the time it's time to set off some of those fireworks. But if you have afternoon plans, make sure you're prepared for maybe a stray shower or storm. Low 90s, again, maybe even some upper 80s and a few more thunderstorm chances to close out the week. Let's check your forecast. We'll be back with Health Watch right after this.